Good morning. So it's been a while uh, that I've taken you around the trails of any place. This time around, I am in California, San Francisco, and it's the Bay Area. One of the jet lags episodes, so the usual, I guess, with us. Uh, Woke up at about 5 in the morning, and it was beautiful, nippy, of course. The temperature currently is about 13 degrees Celsius, and I decided to go for a jog. So here I am. I'm doing one of the many trails that are available in California, particularly the Bay Area. And this is the Bay Area, one of the trails that I'm just running on. The sun was promising, it was coming up, so I said, why not? Since I am jet lagging, let's go for a run. And here I am. It's got me back to the place which I've come a lot of times earlier. And today it's serene and quiet, not many people. And I'm going to show you the splendors of how they organize their beautiful basic beaches and promenades and Bay Area. So while you have a trail to walk around or jog around, you have a beach side, the ocean side here, of course, and you have a beautiful barbecue pit right there. So you got a whole lot of barbecue pits. I can see at least 7 numbers of barbecue pits, which I'll show you closely. And these are canopies and gazebos under which you have to mandatorily make a reservation. It is free, by the way. You can get your own stuff and utility. Yeah, you can come with your family, friends, have a couple of beers, do a barbecue, and weather like this, just the perfect time for a barbecue. So the one you see right there in front of me, number 8, that's one of those barbecue pits. So basically you got a whole lot of barbecue pits, and people, it's a community area, so people can share it, make their meats, make their veggies, grill them, do what they want. And yeah, it's a perfect family place, for family spot. And this is it. This is the barbecue spot and the picnic spot of the Bay Area. Let's get out of here. We'll continue walking. What we're heading towards is a kiddies play area, and then I will take you back to where I had been for a jog, where I've come from jogging. And I thought I should share this beauty with you. Actually, the world is full of splendor. Traveling, I mean, don't tell me about how rich you are. Tell me about how much you've traveled. That is so true. This was quote unquote by somebody, and I think I've taken so much of a liking to it, because truly, the person who's traveled the most is the richest of them all. So tell me, how many pages and how many passports have you utilized in your life, and not your bank balance, because life's too short and you got to enjoy the moment. And the world has so much to offer, just so much. But that's a duck pond, that's a run area, as you can see. I'm going to be taking you back. That's the place where, if you want to play, if you want to pitch your tents, you can pitch your tents right there. And you could play soccer or whatever you would like to with your family. That's an area for that. The exciting thing is how clean it is. Look at the squirrels climbing the mountains. There's an airplane approach area right here, which is right over the ocean, by the way. So whenever we land into San Francisco, the displacement is right over the ocean, much like Los Angeles as well. It's similar. You can see an MD right there. It's a Continental MD, which is on final approach to the runway, when the approach is displaced right over the Pacific Ocean. And yeah, my hotel is right across, actually. So at a distance, near the landing strip, right over the ocean, is what my balcony opens up to. So yeah, that's once again the picnic barbecue spot. We got another spot right there, you can see, extreme left, or sorry, right, and on the left as well. And yeah, let's continue walking. One of the many routes of Bay, and it's called Bay Area. Basically, all the accommodation around this area is called Bay Area. And so if you talk to a guy or a person who lives in San Francisco, a lot of them will turn around and say, where do you put up? And they'll turn back and answer you, they'll say, Bay Area. So basically Bay Area is not a name of a city. Bay Area is this entire water. And whatever the settlements and the cities are around this water, that popularly is called the Bay Area in San Francisco. And yeah, let's continue walking. Let me show you what else is around. So that's a snack bar to my left. You got a whole lot of these small little restaurants. You got a beach cafe, you got a snack bar. This is a little beach for the kiddies to play. Various signboards being put up. No lifeguard here. And this essentially what you see is on the right side is the Pacific Ocean, yeah. And you can see a Alaskan aircraft making its approach. So that's an Alaskan airline which is making its final approach to SFO, San Francisco International. So the Pacific Ocean, and so I've come a long way. Right behind those mountains right there, I mean right before the mountains, you can see settlement and you can see a tower. If you can see a tower, that is the SFO control, that is the San Francisco Control Tower, ATC. And right behind that is Diablo, Twin Peaks, the biggest, tallest mountains of Frisco area. And yeah, it's beautiful up there. I've done a lot of barbecues, couple of barbecues up there with friends. They also have a similar area, but of course they don't have the ocean there because it's on a mountain. So they have trees and coniferous trees and a whole lot of other trees. So yeah, that's a beautiful place as well. This is one of those snack bars, and also a rental for surfboards and paddle boats and stuff like that on my left, which you can read right here. It says kiteboard, windsurf, stand up. So you can rent the gear from them, and I can see one right out here for display for kayaking, and you can go right in there. So what we're walking on right now, this is called the Bay Route because it's a part of the Bay Area, and out of the, once again I mentioned, out of the several routes to jog, the trails, they call them the trails here, the trails that you have to jog here, this is one of those many trails, and this is called the Bay Trail, which I will show you shortly. It should be mentioned somewhere. We've done half of the Bay Trail. So yeah, there's another aircraft making its approach, and it's beautiful. You see two aircraft, it's a parallel approach. You see, because like many places in the world, especially the US, you have two parallel runways. So if you can see, two aircraft making a parallel approach. And yeah, that's the beauty. Let me get this picture as well. Well, I can see clearly from here. The one ahead on the left hand side is Continental or United. I think it's a United, and on the right is a Frontier airline. That's a regional airline of the US. I think these are the parts and parcels of a job. When you like, per se, it's my interest as well. When I see an aircraft tail and the logo, I think most often than not, I know which airline it belongs to and which country it originates from. I think it's just one of those hobbies, much like I would do for a car as well, a car company as well. So yeah, but with the aircrafts, it's personal because it's a part of my life for the past 23, 24 years. So yeah, enjoy this, and let me get to the other side of the Bay Trail, and I shall get back to recording.